I think women are a lot more in tune with their relationship with God than we are.
For those of you who don't know, hey,
Yanni married.
you know what I mean? Like what?
Boys, you can get out of the friend zone. And what a
Come on.
beautiful
Message
theme.
of hope, brother.
What a message of hope
Message of hope.
for all of us that are still stuck in the friend zone.
Eyebrow.
Oh,
You
I'm gonna
alright?
break something here.
Like that, Joe?
Beautiful. It doesn't have. You don't have to eat it anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what this is? This is the Joe Rogan mic now, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
You need the red curtain.
We full on we upgraded.
That's crazy, bro. Where's the red curtain?
Yeah, we're gonna get a red. I was actually thinking, do I get a backdrop or not?
Nah, this is
figure
I
nice.
like
The
the
white's
white
nice.
walls.
You like it?
Wait, are you going to do the intro?
Yeah, I can do the intro.
Do the intro. Go.
All right. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Talk to Me. You know it. It is the show where I get my friends to talk to me, and finally, we are back for 2025. You've seen League Chat return. You've seen Have a Chat return. Tell Me More made its comeback, and now it's back to Talk to Me. The year is starting off massive, and we're starting off the only way we know how, with two of the biggest personalities I know. I have Michael. Mick, how are you, my friend? And his wife, Carol. Carol, it is so good to have you on the show too.
thank you. I'm normal.
Wow.
I feel like that's the way she introduces you two in general when she
Yeah,
introduces
you
you as
know-
a
Like, just
couple.
had a kid. Always.
Well, you have to have hard head. Like when people watch a podcast, they don't want to watch people talk about ordinary things, because at the end of the day, who cares what I think?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So you have to throw in some harakat to make it a bit.
Entertaining.
Yeah.
And Mick is an entertaining guy.
He is. That's why
I
I married
am.
him.
Yeah. You know, I figured if I'd picked up Twitch streaming, I'd be too successful. That's why I've laid off it.
You'd be bigger than Kai Cenat and
Yeah.
Speed.
I'd be way too big. It would get to me. So that's why I never went ahead with it.
I've said for a long time he's the funniest guy I know.
I don't disagree with that.
I'm glad you don't, because you married him.
Say it again. See?
You're the funniest guy out there.
That's right.
That's good. Yalla, welcome.
Thank you, brother. It's good to be here. I've done this a couple of times now.
Veteran.
I think I'm a 4-time.
Yeah,
Middleweight
you're part of the
champion.
furniture now.
Yeah, I've been here for a minute, and it's always a pleasure. You know, thank you to the 6 people who watch me. Appreciate you.
That's your camera there.
Oh,
bud.
sorry.
That's your camera.
My bad.
Yeah.
Thank you to the 6 people that watch this. I appreciate it. I haven't actually, every single time I come on here, I say to look me up on LinkedIn. Michael, Hanna, not one of you have requested a connection.
That means they've only watched it for like 50 seconds.
Well, no, the thing is, I introduce myself within 50 seconds, but no one who watches it, I say, add me on LinkedIn. None of you have. LinkedIn.com, register if you don't have it, just so you can connect with me.
Why are you trying to beef up my audience like straight away?
Because I think it'll be good for your channel, like content. You know what I mean? If you have beef and you and I and your viewers start punching on,
Yeah.
it'll get some good clicks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Carol, it's good to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
It was
For
hard to
me,
get her in here.
actually.
Sorry?
It was pretty hard to get her in here.
It was difficult.
Mostly because you initially didn't want her here.
Initially, I was terrified.
Yeah.
I think I still am, because I'm scared that you're gonna predict something and then my life is stuffed. And my life is stuffed as
I
it
don't know
is,
what
Carol.
you're talking about.
Well,
Please.
I know what
I know
we're
exactly
talking
what
about.
we're talking about.
So, Carol, look, not so much in recent years, I'd say, but
When was it? 2 years ago when you came on, you told that story?
yeah.
Yeah.
Look, the thing is,
Which one?
I don't know.
What are you
There's too
referring to?
many. That's the thing. I can't do it enough justice right now. People can turn around and say coincidence. People can turn around and say you made it up. There's just been so many scenarios where she has known something was going to happen before it happened, and it's not like the Apostle Catherine from Bethel Church general prophecy where it's like, I know someone in this room has lower back
No,
pain.
None of that.
And then they're like, oh, wow, yeah, that's me. And then she's like, see, But it's more like, hey, tonight it's going to rain. This person's going to be driving. And then a truck's going to hit the back of their car.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
is
it's
this
like,
about Christina when she
well,
had
that's an
the accident?
example.
Look, I don't know what that was, but it was just raining. It was really like heavy rain that day.
Yeah.
And she was on her red piece. So like,
Okay, the thing
Is
is
she a good driver?
that
Yeah,
one,
she's actually good.
sure, I'll concede that as a coincidence, but
That's
there have
one.
been
But
But
like,
many,
this is what
many.
I did. I just, because of the condition outside, I was like, I just felt convicted to pray for her. So I literally went inside the room, in my room, and I prayed. Me and my mum prayed for her because we were worried for her. And then, like, literally a minute later, we get a call saying a truck just smashed into her from the back. So
Listen, I can take this either a serious route or I can take this the joke route.
Whichever route you want.
Listen,
both.
I'm
Choose
just
your adventure.
I'm just saying. I think you're one of the reasons it went down. If you know it's gonna happen,
yeah, I don't know. I just thought, like, I don't know. It's raining
Well,
outside. It's
Give
pretty
him,
dangerous.
give him a specific one. See, that one is generally circumstantial.
yeah.
But give him a very specific one.
I don't have a specific one.
What about that one it was at Macca's or something, and then you predicted there was going to be a weird guy that came up to you or something.
Oh no.
No?
I'm not talking about that one.
Okay,
Okay,
never
how
mind.
about
Okay.
the one where you were going to leave? You're going to Canada or something. And then
Oh, yeah. I was getting ready to go to Canada in 2019.
Mm.
oh no, before that, you and I just wanted to go out and hang
Yes,
out.
that's right.
Yeah.
So it was our last hangout before I got on a plane with my mum and dad.
Okay.
And so I didn't have a car yet.
Mm.
And so I wanted to Uber us to Para. But Carol, for some reason, was like, no, I'm telling you, we cannot Uber. Something's going to happen.
I just said to him, please, like, I don't feel comfortable going into a car right now, like, especially an Uber driver. I just feel like something bad's going to happen. Like, can we just catch the bus?
And
or
normally,
something?
like historically, we've done it a couple of times, right?
Yeah.
Like it's been no issue.
Yeah.
But this particular time, she was very adamant on no, we can't do Uber. Let's please.
What's giving you this feeling? Like, why are you?
I don't know. I just got the feeling that we shouldn't get into an Uber car. Like, we should just take a different way to Para.
Yeah.
I can't explain it. I don't know. I just had that feeling.
So I was like, brother, relax.
Yeah.
We're gonna take an Uber. Nothing's
And mind you, it was like back and forth. I was like, please no, like I don't want
And
to.
she said, "Let's
he's
take
like,
a bus."
No, I'm not catching a bus.
I was like, I'm not
catching
getting a
transport.
bus. What's wrong with
100%.
you? I'm not gonna take you. Heck, I want to be a nice romance man. Take you on a bus.
Trying to impress her.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was like, I'm gonna get this Uber, and she didn't agree to disagree. She was like, no, like, and I was like, I ordered it anyway. I go, look, it's here. Now
I was actually pretty scared to jump into that. I don't know.
it's
I
a
still
15-minute drive from my parents to Parramatta, so it was quick. It's not like a 40-minute trip. Anyway, so we're driving, and do you know on Woodville Road where the Hungry Jack's is and the Macca's and across it is that
Yeah.
part?
Yeah.
That-
Yeah.
The speed camera, the red light there.
Yes. The
We're
park.
in the far left lane,
Yep.
and we're just cruising, and then this red station wagon from the far right on the turn right lane jumps over 3 lanes, like just diagonal across, and just smacks us. And the car almost goes off the curb and into the traffic light,
Yeah.
but just stops.
Like he just stopped before the light before he crashed into it. Like he scraped the whole side of the car, and when he did, my head hit the side of the
Yeah,
car.
Haram, she full got whiplash.
Yeah.
I was leaning over showing her like,
Something.
oh
on your
look,
phone, yeah.
Vodafone do roaming international, right? Like I can talk to you for Canada. Wow. And then I'm like, oh, look, roaming into
Boom.
and I got yanked that way. And then Haram, she copped it more. And then we get out, and there was this guy that was on heroin,
Yeah, his eyes were like red.
and he was like, as long as no one's hurt. I go, brother, you're hurt. Look at you, you're about to die. The guy was,
Like drugs.
he could barely walk, and he was driving. And so
So she knew it was gonna happen.
she knew it was going to
I
happen.
just had a feeling.
Yeah.
From that day, if Carol has ever said to me, I'll be in a suit, I would have pre-booked this for 6 months. And she says, I don't have a good feeling. Pyjama, al nom. I'm going straight to bed. No problem. Oh, you don't think so? Mad. Undress, sit on couch, watch TV. No problem. No questions.
This is
asked.
either a superpower for you or something you can take complete advantage of.
I don't know. It hasn't happened in a very long time.
It's been a while. It's probably been about like 2 or so years.
Yeah, so that's the reason I never wanted her on the show, because I was scared that she was gonna have a bad feeling
I
about
think
my
this
life.
is a good
Especially at that time, I was going through a lot of still medical crap. And I'm like, if she comes over, I'm gonna get cancer.
All right, they're going to cut out your stomach
Yeah,
entirely.
she would have told me 100%.
thing. Oh gosh.
Yeah,
But yeah, so it's crazy. Now, I've asked people seriously How do you explain that?
You asked me at that point. And
I
was like,
asked
"No,
you.
That's above my
And
pay grade."
everyone gives me like laughing answers. And so I'm like, how do you actually explain this?
Listen, I was thinking about it, and I'm going to go back to my serious answer from before. I think women are a lot more in tune with their relationship with God than we are. What I mean by that, if we have a bad feeling about something, our first reaction isn't to pray. Her first reaction when it was raining outside was, I'm going to pray for my sister so that she doesn't get into a car accident and die. I don't think that's our first reaction ever as guys. I think women are very in tune with their relationship with God because they go straight to prayer. Would you say that's the case?
Yeah.
That happens to you a lot?
100%, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's it. I think...
Well, most times I'd like to say, but sometimes I would obviously maybe not do the right thing and I'd be like panicking. But the right thing to do is always come before God and pray.
See, for us, that's not our first instinct. Our first instinct is how do we fix it or what do we do? For them, it's very, let's go and let's pray. Let's give it to him. I'm not going to sort this out. And I think that's one of the reasons why God can help them by giving them an idea, hey, you need to pray right now. Something's going down. That's why mums are always so in tune with their kids.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, I always saw my mum doing that. So, like, I'm grateful that she was a great role model to me and my sister.
But what I mean by that is you're going to be the type of mum where your kid is at school and you're like, I need to pray for my kid right now, and he's broken his arm. Because that's how these Lebo mums are, right? You know what I'm saying?
His arm just miraculously healed.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow, thanks,
like,
Mom.
it's all good. Know what I'm saying? I don't know. That it trips me out, but I think that's something. It's nowhere near enough to explain what goes on in her head, but it's
I don't know, man. But that's a fun little prophecy story.
Yeah, there you go. Got a prophetess in here.
Yeah.
What can I say?
We're actually we've as you know, for those of you who don't know, hey,
Yanni married.
you know what I mean? Like what? How long has it been?
It's been 5 months.
Wow, more like 5 minutes. Life's a dream.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Hey,
So
bro, it's been half a year.
it's been half a year.
It's been half a year since probably the loudest wedding I've ever been to in my life.
Why is everyone saying that?
I haven't heard that one yet.
I have.
Bro, it was so loud.
What was, like, what, the drums?
No, not the
music?
drums, the music. Like he pumped up that volume and he did not stop. Like
But every Lebanese wedding is so loud.
it was vibrating in that room, man.
You know what? It's funny you say that because I was talking to Johnny from Zafit and the DJ as well, and they were saying that room is the one that they've mastered in terms of
No way.
volume levels and how the sound bounces. And
Did it not sound loud to you guys?
Like, it was loud.
well, your
but,
mind's
like,
not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's a
think
blur
we're
for
just so
you guys.
excited because it's like, yeah, we're getting married finally.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was pretty loud though.
It was crazy.
I was, we still haven't till this day seen our entrance. We don't even know what it looked like.
Like, no one sent us.
pretty good. It's pretty
I don't know. See, I'll take your word for it, but I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, everyone assumes that we have videos, bro. Send them, please. I don't have anything.
What, you guys don't have like your videography stuff?
We
and
have
all?
our photos.
We have our photos, we have the same day edit and then the extended highlight, and that's about it. But we don't have the raw footage.
Why?
Because
I don't know,
it takes like, what, 9 months or something?
Like
Why?
12 months.
Why?
No, not that long. Or
They-
something like that, actually.
I don't know what they needed. They needed to like go through and render all this. She walked us through it step by step. One of them just takes a couple of full days of work to do. However, when you're doing like 5
50
weddings a
weddings,
week,
Yeah, they're pretty
And
like,
it's-
popular, these people.
I can't think of doing anything worse than filming a wedding.
Yeah.
Johnny,
it's
yeah,
like-
Or taking
I'm aware
photos
who
of
used
weddings.
to do
I know.
that.
Bro,
soldier.
you miss one moment, you've stuffed up everything for that couple
Yeah.
for the rest of their lives. It's
Yeah.
too important an event.
yeah.
I'd be too scared. I can't take that accountability.
Nah, bro. Like, I went to a wedding once. They missed the kiss. The photographer missed the kiss.
Did they have to run it back?
Yeah.
What if
They-
something actually happens to the camera, though? Like, it just doesn't actually record anything.
Happens way more than you think. We record like podcasts for companies and ads for companies. The amount of times that things have gone wrong and I have crapped myself because of it is crazy. Imagine that for a
Wow.
wedding.
What do you do? Do you just do a wedding again?
Run it all back. Yeah, no.
Oh.
No.
But honestly, it was the best day, like, of my life. Of yours,
you-
too?
Of course.
Do you have a highlight? Like, is there something you guys remember where you're like, that is the moment I remember from my wedding?
Oh, I think everything had its moment. Like,
Yeah.
for me, like, walking inside the church for some reason was a bit of a blur. Maybe because I was really nervous. But then like after that, it was all fun because like the nerves have kind of gone down.
Yeah, the church was definitely the most nervous. I was very nervous.
Why?
I don't know.
You're good in front of people. Why would you be?
Well,
nervous?
yeah, but I'm not good in front of like, I don't know, just seeing her, walk down. It's like, it's a nice thing. I just felt very, very nervous.
Nice thing.
Also, because we forgot the rings when we got there. We got
You're
to the
kidding.
church. And then I was like
Something
to Stephen,
always goes wrong.
Why
like,
do people always forget the rings? That seems to be the go-to.
because this one was probably more my fault than it was Stephen's.
Okay.
I just assumed he knew where they were and to get them. But because we got there so early, we were able, it was fine. Like,
Sure.
my uncle swung past and went and got them. I didn't really panic because I knew we had an hour. But yeah, the church was definitely the most nerve-wracking. And then after that, there's like no nerves. But one thing we were very, very conscious of was make sure you like take a real life screenshot
Yeah.
in every scenario so that you remember
Do
distinctly.
you guys do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we've heard so much about it's a blur. So like actually standing there and going, this is actually happening right now. Like I'm in this right now. This is where we're at. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
crazy. Helped me at least remember so much of it.
That's awesome. What about you? What was the one moment that you remember?
Well,
That you're happy that you remember?
Well, I think the reception was just so much fun.
Yeah, nice.
Sorry that your ears kind of got.
Hey, listen, I love it, but man, I just remember seeing the vibrating. I was like, this is up there. This is good.
Very, very loud. Yeah, we had an absurd
But Sienna, you
amount
got
of
a
drummers.
loud personality, so that's all right.
Yeah, it was
man.
great. It was
Yeah.
great. Heck, 12. They were like, how many drummers? I said 12. No worries.
Hoofed.
Which is probably a bit much, but it was great. And yeah, I was able to deliver my final and best speech of all time.
I actually
We're gonna get
enjoyed
there.
that.
We're
very
gonna get
much.
there.
Yeah.
So it was the reception, the party.
Yeah, well, obviously the part that has the most meaning would have been actually getting married in the church. Like I
Yeah.
feel like every part has like I don't know, I can't pick something. I don't know.
The whole thing was
The
fantastic.
whole thing was honestly just great.
You know, you both had the opportunity to say marrying my best friend finally,
Ooh,
and
yeah.
you know,
Nah.
becoming one and doing the whole.
After 8 years, yeah.
We're the best friend, SNEST friend, brother. Same, no problem. We've been friends for a while
Do you
now.
know how it started?
We've-
This is see,
Well, I outlined that in
I
my
hadn't
speech.
heard the story until he said it in his speech.
You know,
And
none
this
mine
is
was
one of my
dramatized.
this is one of my favorite stories of all time. Can you tell us how you guys met?
Wait, sorry,
and, like, how it
question
went down.
before he goes on. Do you actually like remember people's speeches?
No, I remember his butt.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's impressive. I'm very impressive.
Because brother, yes, Khayyif. Because brother, I sat there, and obviously I know Michael's one of the better speakers that I know. We
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about this a
he's
lot.
good at
We work on it. And then I'm like, I can't wait to see what he's gonna do. And you could have gone any route. You could have gone the roasting route. I'm better than you, or this, that. You went the boys. You can get out of the friend zone. And what a
Come on.
beautiful
A message
theme.
of hope, brother.
What a message of
A
hope
message of hope.
for all of us that are still stuck in the friend zone.
That's right.
You gave us hope, bro.
There is. Trust me, bro. Like, if there's ever a story you need to point to, it's me
It's
for
beautiful.
this stuff. So, listen, I won't spend too long on it.
But give us the story.
I'll give you, do
I
you want
want
monkey explain or do you want story?
give me
I'll do
right in
story.
between
In
monkey
between.
explain and story.
All right. So I was in probably year 10 at this point, right? I was in year 10 at this point, and literally I had never noticed Carol. Ever. I kind of seen her once because my brother got engaged to her cousin, and like, couldn't be
That
Stephen
was
and Clarissa.
after. Now you're.
Oh, sorry. No, my brother was dating her cousin, so I had seen her maybe once when I visited Guildford with Stephen once.
Besides the fact that she's older than you, so there's no
and she's
chance.
yeah,
You
so
get
she's
no
in the grade.
chance.
She's
yeah.
in the grade above me.
There's no chance you
Hadn't
get
really
with a
seen
girl
her.
older than you, especially at that age. Yeah, I get that.
But because she knew that I was the brother of the guy dating her cousin, and she was like, "Oh, hi, Michael," and I was like, "Oh, hi, yes, how are you?" Whatever, and like that. I'm not joking.
Can you interject anytime you need to? But this is all true so far.
Yes.
Now,
See
in
how
my
she says
head-
yes, by the way? Like,
Yeah.
I had him pining for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, all good.
In my head, I could see us retiring, moving to Mexico, living in a villa, living paycheck to paycheck, but it doesn't matter because we love each other. You know what I mean?
You're very cute.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We just have it like that kind of thing.
Yeah, the romance.
Romance.
Yeah,
In her mind, she was like, oh, this cute little kid.
yeah.
Right?
Kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark.
Actually, that makes you sound a bit sus. It makes her sound a bit
Makes
sus.
us sound sus now.
Yeah,
But it
true.
just makes you sound like a hero. No,
Yeah, that's true.
But you got to give context here. You got to like tell them
All right.
Go,
how,
say
the,
it.
I know
how
what
the
you're saying.
blazer sat on you in
Okay,
the pants
thank
and
you
that.
so much.
Okay,
You didn't need
just
to
get
say
to that
that.
later
Now,
on.
I inherited Andrew's blazer. I inherited Andrew's pants. My legs are substantially longer than Andrew's, and my arms are as well. So the blazer came up to here, and my pants came up to basically here.
Literally came up to
Okay.
here.
So
Yeah.
I'd walk around, and you can see my socks and a bit of my skin. I just looked ridiculous.
Bad look, honestly.
When I'd put my arms out, my blazer was like that.
And I remember every time he'd be like, he'd come say hi to me, his blazer. I'm like, that's all I could see, the blazer. I'm like, it's so wrong. Why is it?
She still teases me about it. Bro.
That's brutal.
And
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't know how to hustle back then as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd always walk with like my shoulders rolled forward.
Mm.
And so I had a jealous now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but hey,
And-
you had a glow up and a half, so I'll give you it.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know why?
Tell me. What, you?
Hello.
Now let me
I-
let me run you through general weekend
Oh, now they're a
attire.
little bit scruffy.
Yeah, look, I've never come on here with a haircut, so no one knows what it's like to be freshly mixed. You know what I mean?
It's good
Yeah.
because we don't need them lusting after you because you're already married, Kay.
True. Hey, remember. Anyway,
Yeah.
my general weekend attire was brown pants, black Nike joggers, short sleeve button up shirt that made absolutely no sense with some sort of print or pattern on it.
Yep.
I didn't know my hair was curly, so after I'd shower, I would dry it and then I'd brush it and it would go frizzy hake. And I just looked like a rooster.
Yep.
And so I didn't own sneakers. I did not know what dressing was
Yep.
in the slightest. So anyway, that's me.
And
right?
this is after the bowl cut years too.
After the bowl cut years, now my hair's actually descended into something even worse. Meaning, like, as in, there was no cut name for it. It was that ridiculous.
You're just curly hair.
So I was like, wow, Carol's amazing. Not only is she so friendly, but she's, mashallah, very beautiful. Right? And so I kept giving it a crack. Now, you have to remember as well, she's quite beautiful. No, I'm not the only one that, you know, is thinks she's interesting. And
Make it sound
Why
like a
do you-
peacock or something.
Why do you make it sound so weird?
yeah, look,
Like some.
guys were attracted to her. Why do you make it sound
okay,
like...
I don't want to say it like that because then I'll get angry. You're not allowed to be. Come on, bro. Anyway, guys were attracted to her, and then and in her grade as well. So like I'm the
Yeah,
grade below.
you're
Anyway, her-
you're
that's
playing
one of
from so far behind.
those. I'm very far behind now. Carol had always said that she would never consider guys younger than her. And
That
I
was, like,
used to,
number one
That
for
was
me.
that was
Why?
like the first thing.
I
for
just
her.
didn't want to, like, you know, you kind of, if you get someone younger than you, they're probably like not working. They're going to be a bit more immature. They're just,
the immature thing down pat.
like, yeah, I don't know.
Fair
Under
play.
Masali, basically.
Yeah,
Anyway, so
but there's
Fair
only a
enough.
year, right?
there's only
Yeah, just a
about
year.
a year and a couple months. The immature thing, very valid, right?
Fair play.
Understandable. Now, I need to make sure I don't lose my train of thought. So that's why I'm going to pick it up right here once more. What happened was, I was like, I'm going to give it a crack. I used to hang out with like her and her couple of mates in their circle, and it's not, Jordan would be there sometimes as well because he's great as well. Jordan's the grade above me, and so the first thing she said was that she would never consider guys younger than her. One time, her mate saw her standing with me talking, and she goes, "Oh, you guys actually look cute together," and I was like,
She's a G.
Oh.
She's a G.
and
Champion.
She's a G.
Yeah.
But you know what she is? A G. Gronk. Because she goes, ew, no, he's like my cousin.
The stock.
He's the
standard
same age as my
response.
brother, basically.
The
Yeah.
stock standard.
Like her little brother,
response.
Jono.
Yeah.
And then I went from her to now weeping, crying,
Yeah.
right? That happened twice. So another friend said the same
Wait,
thing.
when
to
you
her.
when you say that, do you actually mean it, or is there
back
a
then-
thought
like
in the
back
or is there a
then,
thought
I
in the back
just-
of your mind?
Back then, I just thought he was like cute. Like, he's a cute boy. But I was like, it was nothing like, there was nothing there.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't love at first sight.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mine,
second-
I had plotted the next 70 years, including retirement,
Yeah.
when I had seen her. Anyway, another mate says it again. She goes, no, he's practically my cousin. Or something along those lines. But I know I was called a cousin. Now, I've gone to lengths at this point. I've gone to the canteen. I bought her ice block, super duper. I bought her corn toes, those insane twisty like chips.
Yeah, they're
I
good.
bought her heck honey soy. She
So
talked
what?
about
When
No,
he
I
buys
used
you
him. I
this
used
stuff,
him.
yeah. So when he buys you this stuff, what? You're just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna take this stuff
Like,
from him.
I thought it was cute, and like maybe I had like maybe 2% feelings because he's doing these things for me, but I kept telling myself no, like I can't.
So you
2%
know he
better than
likes you.
zero.
It was obvious, yeah.
2% better than zero, brother. And if you ever look at the S&P 500 and any index fund, any ETF, any share that's a large cap, and you look at the 20-year graph, they've like 1500x. So
What are you talking
2%,
about?
2%. If you invest 2% after 10 years, 100%.
I'm so angry. I understood what
You
you
understood
said.
exactly what I
Yeah.
said. And so I kept on investing and
Right.
investing
I see.
and investing until I was about to quit.
Mm.
And I was like, okay, I got to a point where I was like, it's very clearly one-sided.
Was she into any other guys during this
No.
time period? Okay,
No.
so that's the one glimmer
And I
of
also
hope you got.
like told myself like I'm in school, like I wouldn't date in school. Like I knew that.
Fair
I'm
play.
like, oh, would you know? So anyway, so I was literally about to go, yeah, no, Sack, sorry about it, all good. But I was like upset about it. I was actually, I was very upset about it. And then we were messaging often, but like I could see that I was in the Abul friend zone, like beyond friend zone, like Abul friend zone, Bayula friend zone. Is that? Anyway,
Anyone that's been in this zone, this
yeah.
is brutal.
Well, it was friend, cousin. I think
It just hurts.
and kind of brother
it's
as well.
it just hurts. He's kind of a brother to me. Oh, it's just
Ew,
painful.
he's younger than me.
It's so,
He's
it's so
basically my
painful.
cousin.
Yeah,
Ew.
yeah.
Now,
Been in about 7 of them.
December. Now, I kept talking to her, and during her HSC year, I was encouraging her a lot. Right, the Lord thy God is with you and whatnot.
Yeah. See when he started doing
Spiritual
Yeah.
Well,
guidance.
That got me.
immaturity. Now he's
That
got
got
money.
ya? That's what worked.
Now
Yes.
he's got money because he buys me super dupers, and he's a mature man because he sends me verses on photos.
But like he was so constant. Like he would consistently sending me Bible verses and encouraging me, and I'm like, this is what I need. This is like actually
All
what I
part
want.
of the plan, but I'm joking.
We do not condone using the Bible to
Absolutely
For
not.
sure.
work
Mess
your
around with
gain.
that.
But what? So you're sending? Are you responding to these?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would send them to him.
I
Like,
always responded to him. I never ignored him.
I'd always send the stuff.
Sorry.
But
sorry,
I just
sorry,
wasn't like flirty with him.
Sorry.
That was it.
Why'd you respond to him?
Because my first cousin's speaking to his brother.
She's
like,
very nice.
So you're being polite.
being polite. I also thought he was really like I always thought he was funny. He was
So
someone
you
I could-
liked him as a guy,
I
just
liked
not-
him as a
okay.
friend. Like that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're hilarious. You're a beautiful
Yeah.
man. and
Relax.
you're
Now I
also
wash your
very
clothes.
spiritual.
All right.
But I can't stand the reply. Just don't reply or say, "Listen, I'm
like-
not into you."
Okay.
Yeah.
But you,
Listen. Sorry, I'll take that back. I don't like the ghosting. The ghosting sucks. Reply with the "Listen, this ain't gonna happen."
fair enough.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
it also wasn't like so clear to me. I was like, maybe he's flirting, but I didn't have like a clear like, oh, this guy actually he's interested in me. And we're very young.
What other guys buying you super dupers?
Come on,
I can't remember.
that's
I don't
good
think
preaching,
any.
brother Ray.
That's it.
You better put that in
I
the
say
example
it,
next
brother.
Sunday
I
morning.
say it all the time. Guys don't buy girls stuff just because they're nice. Guys
Yeah.
aren't nice.
Mm.
We're scumbags.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so
You're helping her through HSC.
come on, I'm helping her through HSC.
Oh, and he used to actually do my homework.
Versus,
For
I
me.
used to go to
forget
her
that.
with her in
He
the
did-
library.
He
in
did
free
your
period,
homework
He
for you.
did.
and I would write her
That's
notes
simple.
for her. I would write her notes for business studies.
And I was like, oh, this guy's responsible.
Now, just a quick little detail. Wow, I said I was going to give you the summarized version. This
Yeah,
is
get to the
very
point.
This is beautiful.
okay.
Monkey talk.
No monkey talk because this is like very sincere to me. Once a fortnight, we had green and yellow week. 1 week was green week, second week was yellow week in our school high school diary. Every yellow week, Tuesday, fifth period was a free period that I shared with her,
Wow.
which means we were both in the library.
That's beautiful.
Now, the first time I rock up, yeah, Whaley, she's here. I need to go sit next to her. Oh, are you part of the same grade? Yes. No, you're
Good.
not. Okay, I'd get up. She'd go back to the library. We'd go back. I'd sit back down. No worries. I'd help her with her work. Now, the next fortnight, which I lived for, she didn't show up.
You live for that 45 minutes, 50 minutes.
45 minutes. And she didn't show up. It's because she was hanging out with her mate somewhere else in like the basketball court. And she did that for 2 fortnights in a row. And I was going to cry.
That's brutal, bro.
I'd just sit and wait
Yeah.
for her to
But it
walk
wasn't
in.
because you were there.
I know, it was just because you were hanging out.
Yeah.
But to me, heartbroken. Anyway,
I don't think girls do this. I think guys do this. Girls don't do this. The
Yeah.
whole planning everything, every moment we get to see you, even if it's for 5 minutes, I'm planning the conversation. I want to hang out.
how many kids do you want to have?
Yeah. And then you get to the conversation. You got nothing to say at all.
Yeah, that's exactly
It's
right.
the
That's exactly
worst.
right.
Oh, brother. You plan the whole conversation in your head. You've got all the questions.
And
You
by the
get there.
fourth minute, you're gonna married, no problem.
You get there and you're just like,
Proposed.
how's the weather?
Do you like bread?
Yeah. How was that red skin?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
No, I'm saying this as a 27-year-old, not a 16-year-old at school, but continue.
anyway, so long story short, at this point, very long story long actually, but we had our carols, Christmas carols in the park, December,
Yes, sir.
I think 18, 2016.
I remember this very clearly.
And Carol shows up with Rochelle as well, and Rochelle's sister Jess was there, Taylor was there,
I don't think Taylor. I think it was
maybe
Christina.
not. Christina was there, and they show up, and I was like, wow. And then she goes, "I came to surprise you." to
Okay,
me."
see now let me tell you something, please. Okay, it's because
Go on.
he was doing the whole Bible verses. He was encouraging me. I was getting attracted to that. Okay, so then I was like,
She's catching feelings.
I kind of want to see this guy now. Okay, so I came to the carols.
How are you?
Just so you know, that comment he lived off for at least 6 months. I came to
problem.
surprise you.
No problem. I remember it till now. Yeah, 6 months.
Brother.
It's been like 9 years.
I full remember seeing you from a distance. I felt nervous.
I acted like I didn't see you. So I looked at her and I looked away. I go, no, I don't believe that's
and you know
her.
you made that very obvious. Just saying.
And I looked at her again. I go, oh, it's her. What do I say? Now, a couple of blokes intercepted and started talking to her on her way, but her ultimate destination was the Super Duper dealer.
The super duper dealer. That is it. That's beautiful.
And so she came and I said, oh, to surprise me. She's like, yeah. I go, oh, well, you look very nice. And I've realized what real fashion was. Hey, kid, jeans with sneakers, a shirt and a jacket. Wow. Unheard of. Me? Kaka.
Yeah.
Max. Now, it started raining and we got moved inside. And I told her, come sit next to me.
Yeah.
But I wanted her to sit at the end of the row at the far left block so that no one can sit next to her.
But it's acting like so many guys came and spoke to me. Like that never happened.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying so many came, but like in my head,
No,
I
but
was like,
listen, as a guy, you plan everything meticulously so that it
Yes.
can work out for you.
Wow.
made it so that it's not possible
Yeah,
for
yeah.
someone to even.
Listen, and even though 95% of the time it doesn't work out, for that 5% chance, you're hoping it
It's
does.
beautiful.
It's unbelievable.
And so she sat there, and I actually have this part on a plaque. I got her for her birthday a couple of years ago. But trying to tell her she's beautiful, I said to her, "What did I say to you about
So
your?"
I had a bit of makeup on, and I put like you know when girls wear like eyeliner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that on, and I don't know.
Looked hectic.
But you didn't say that. What did you say?
I said, I thought she looked fantastic. So I go to her, "Oh, you look way better with that off."
Yeah, he looked at me. He goes, you look better without the. He was just doing that, and I'm like, without the eyeliner. I was like,
And so I
well,
got her
that's not nice.
I got her a plaque that has the longitude and latitude of our church where it says, "When I told you that your eyeliner is ugly in an attempt to confess my love for you."
That's
During COVID.
yeah, that's brutal.
Um,
That's brutal.
I literally just looked at him. I was like,
thanks. But yeah, from there, now I still wasn't game enough to say, "I like you," right?
You
So
got
I
a lot on the line here too,
I've
bro.
got a lot, yeah.
You got the brother dating the cousin. You got all that stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? There's a lot of family.
but now I
involvement.
kind of gave you like a bit of a push because I'm showing a bit of interest.
That's
now.
right. And so
Yeah.
I was still too
Got
scared.
the khair.
Now I went home. I went home with Jonathan Jabbour, and we played WWE. And at this point, we're in Orchard Road. We had no couches yet. We're sitting on plastic chairs playing WWE on the TV set up on the floor. And then I was messaging her. And then I said, this is so cringe, but you have to give me some grace because I was 16. Okay. I messaged her saying, I like you. And here's the qualifier. Here's the clarification.
Okay.
Like.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. You just said I like you, and then I asked you like.
My apologies. Correct. I said I like you, and then she said, like, and I said like.
Yuck! It's so cringe.
That's so high school. I love it. I love it.
And I go, what about you? And you know what she said? It's kind of hard not to like you.
Nah. Hey. Well,
You know what? Thank you, brother Ray. Appreciate that. Thank you, brother.
Mabruk.
Thank you so much. And when
I know this was about 10 years ago, but I'm so happy for you, bro. Mabruk.
Thank you so much. Little quick detail. When I said I like you, I locked my phone and I launched it. I threw it across the room like that. And John was like, why'd you do that? I was like, oh, I don't know. And we just kept playing. And I went and checked it after 15 minutes. And then I replied to her.
Were you timing your responses?
No.
I
was building up the courage to go look at my phone.
Okay. Nice.
And then I went and looked at my phone and she said like. And I said, yes. And I threw it again. And I went back to it. And then when she said that to me, Jono had no clue why I was so happy getting pumped in WWE.
Yeah.
But it's because I was...
TLC match?
It was the Hell... Is that Hell in a Cell?
No, Hell in a Cell.
No, we're playing Hell in a Cell.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And yeah, so... And then from there is where it kicked off.
Brother, that's...
Yeah.
Rise above, brother. Break the chains, you know, just...
It's beautiful. It's a hopeful story. Is this the same thing that you're feeling at this point? Like,
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like Joseph's over there. He's sitting at the thing there. This is a
crying.
hopeful story for us. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
right now.
This is hopeful
There is
for
so
us.
much hope.
For a chick, it's just sort of like, yeah, this is just another day in the life.
Yeah, like I don't know. For me, the main thing, it was like, this guy actually loves God. Like if he loves God, he's gonna love me, you know. So
Rational thought.
I never
It
mucked
is.
around. He was my first, so I was like, I knew what I wanted, you know. I definitely wanted to change the fashion, but I knew that could be
First and only
changed.
boyfriend.
And
Wow.
the hair.
Listen, that's fine. How long was this? How long was this time period between starting and
So
sealing the
actually,
deal?
In terms of marriage?
No, in terms of actually becoming my boyfriend.
yeah, Mick, we said we would just talk in school, just like we're kind of bagsing. Is that the word? You bag each other, but like we
I think
didn't.
they call it shipping now.
Oh, shipping.
Cuffing?
No, shipping is when you
I've
want
heard
other
cuff
people.
when
I
someone
don't,
gets
I've got
cuffed.
no idea.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I just wanted to keep him there, so I was like,
Like
after school,
lay-by.
yeah, like a
Ah.
lay-by thing. So like after school, let's continue.
Were you making
to
weekly
pray about
deposits for
this.
the lay-by butt? Remember
Yeah,
you had
by
to make like
messaging.
$10 deposits and
Yeah,
things like
that's
that.
right. Yeah.
I just thought it was
One
like
Bible verse a week.
I didn't want it to look immature, like us being like a girlfriend boyfriend thing in school. I was like, let's keep praying about this, and then after school, let's like take another step.
We were quiet about it for a while.
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah.
Were we not?
Bro, it's because we've been together for so long.
Why?
that-
I remember straight away as soon as that happened, you said something to us, to the boys.
It wouldn't have been straight away.
Well, probably not straight
Definitely
away.
not.
Probably felt
Definitely
like
not.
straight
'Cause
away.
I was too scared.
But
to say
I was
something straight
so happy for you. I
you,
remember it. We
yes.
were I was losing my mind.
away. Yeah. That would have probably been about 6 months after,
Okay,
I'd say.
nice.
But at the same time, bro, I was in year 12. She was just finished high school. And so
You're the guy in year 12 that's dating a girl outside of school, bro. Do you like?
Oh, I never thought about it like that.
That's
wow.
the dream, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool points.
Who's your girlfriend? She doesn't go here, bro. Where does she go? Uni.
Uni, bro. I'm dating a uni chick.
Oh.
Smallah.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, that's the story.
So that doesn't really happen a lot to people, right? A lot of people don't get to marry their high school sweetheart. What is the difference? Or what would you precaution people, especially a high schooler listening to this? We know in high school that you think every person you're talking to is the chick you're going to marry or the guy you're going to marry. What's your precaution here?
Look, statistically, it's not going to happen. From a Christian worldview, which is the only worldview anyone should ever have, if you're going to do it, make sure you're wise in the assessment of it. And so this is why I caution blokes very heavily against it,
Yeah.
because those formative years of your life that come when you're 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, when you're entering the workforce, you're entering uni, oftentimes you yourself aren't fully like there mentally and spiritually. I'm not saying I was.
Yeah.
Again, the exception is not the rule, right?
Sure.
But I think that having wisdom in exercising judgment, that if you are going to go down this route, be ready that you have a difficult task ahead of waiting to get married like 6 years down the line,
Yeah.
which is a lot of patience you need to exercise. And so while I wouldn't change anything for myself personally, and like thank God by his grace that you were able to,
It all worked out.
it all worked out, waited till marriage, no problem. I would actually advise against it generally.
Yeah,
I
but
think-
that's, sorry to interrupt, but that's also why I didn't want to date in school, because we're not going to get married at 20, you know,
Yeah.
like it's going to
I
take
wish.
time. He needed to
Yeah.
get work. I needed to work as well. Like it's very different these days, you know?
And I think that's the part that saved you two, is the fact you were so hesitant. Because guys, we jump in head first and we just want things to happen. But the fact that you were so hesitant allowed for protection
Yeah, of course.
over this relationship, right?
Yeah.
And I think the problem with a lot of teens now is there's no long-term vision on that. Like
Yeah.
that's very wise for a girl that's 17 years old. She's not, a lot of girls at 17 aren't thinking 10 years into the future. So yeah, I would agree. I think it's dangerous at that age because you can just want things to happen so
100%,
quickly.
yeah. Well, we even got to a stage where like we just want to get married already. Like this
Yeah.
is dragging.
Yeah.
Because we've been with each other for so long. We
Yeah.
love each other, but we can't be married yet because none of us are working. How's it going to happen, you know?
Probably, yeah. The latter few years prior to
Marriage.
engagement, or even engagement, were like, it was getting a bit frustrating.
So let me ask, how involved are your parents throughout this whole process?
Very involved. But
Well,
not, like,
obviously, to kick off, we let them know and we saw what they thought and stuff. And
like I told my mum straight away when he messaged me. I was
Really?
like, hey mum, like what do you think
Mm.
about this? I never hid anything from my mum. Like
Yeah.
I trusted her so much. I knew she'd give me the best advice. And my mum's so wise, so like I kind of needed that guidance at that time.
Again, I think that's another difference, is that you guys kept your parents involved in all this when
Yeah.
there's a attitude of, hey, keep them out of it because they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really cool story.
I was also very afraid of doing like anything wrong as well. Like I had that fear.
Yeah,
So I think that's a very good thing to have.
for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, it all worked out. You guys
Yeah.
got married.
Hey,
Hey,
look at
cute couple, this,
that.
that.
Come on,
Very nice.
going to Hawaii in 2 months as well.
Smalla.
Like,
Yeah,
That's
that's the
beautiful.
best part. You get to travel, you get to do whatever you want.
that one's on the boys at
Literally.
Qantas. Thank you to them.
Shout out.
Shout out to the boys at Qantas.
Good on them.
Just look, when you have a wedding, pay them in bonus point credit cards. Clear the balance before the statement due date.
This is such
so good.
smart thinking, and we don't offer financial advice on this podcast or any of our podcasts on Have a
that
Chat.
wasn't financial
We
advice.
don't offer financial advice, but the whole credit card deal with the wedding and all that, genius.
Nuts.
Genius.
Mm-hmm.
Genius. Well, listen, guys, I'm so happy you guys came on. Thank you so much. There's so much more I wanted to cover with you, but we've already gone for an hour or so.
Oh,
and
Wow.
yeah, we've
Wow.
flown. We have flown, and
Talked a lot.
I'm thankful for that. It was good. It was good.
It was.
Listen, Mick, I've done this with you already, so I'm not going to do it with you again. Okay? But Carol, if I chuck you in a DeLorean, okay, a time machine,
All right.
all right, I send you back 10 years.
Hmm.
You got to give yourself one piece of advice. What's that one piece of advice you're giving yourself 10 years ago? So what, you're 16?
Well, advice.
Question.
I would.
Have you asked?
Yeah, I've
What
asked
did
you.
you say?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, growing up, I had a lot of anxiety. I would be very like, I don't know, in a group setting, I'd be that one who's very quiet, who wouldn't speak, who wouldn't ask questions. So I'd be that person who had so many questions but was too afraid to ask because I didn't want to get it wrong. So I think I'd say to myself to be more confident, to not be afraid to ask questions, because it's okay to get things wrong, you know? So like, even in church, when I got saved, people would always say to me, like, you got to recommit your life to God. You got to you got to do this prayer to be saved. And I was so confused and I was so scared to ask questions because I was like, I don't want people to think that I'm not saved. Like, I want to go to heaven, you know, like I want to be there with God. So back then I was like, I don't want to ask any questions because I don't want to look dumb.
Yeah.
So I wish back then I was like not afraid. I want to ask questions. Like, it's okay to doubt because you'll be able to find out more by doing that, right? So I just would say to myself, don't be scared, ask questions, be strong, be confident, so you can get your answers.
I like that.
I think that, like, I'm kind of building off her thing though, not answering the question yet.
You've already answered the question.
I
so
have.
you're all right.
When did I answer?
Just go back to our other episode.
If no one's going to do that. Anyway, I do think that one of the biggest shortcomings of the modern day evangelical church, that a theology that's been developed within the last probably, I think, 50 years of our denomination particularly, is that if you pray a prayer,
that's it, seals the deal.
and you ask Jesus to come into your heart, he'll come in.
Yeah.
And that definitely confused me.
It's so confusing for me as well. Obviously, probably the biggest primary like indicator that that's not true is that you don't see it anywhere in Scripture.
Yeah.
And so you get these preachers who come and they can have the best intention, right? But they'll tell you, pray this prayer, which I prayed when I was like 6.
Yeah.
Write down the date you were saved at the front page of your Bible. Yeah. And when the devil comes and bothers you about it, you tell him to bugger off.
To that. Yeah.
And pointing to that date.
Yeah.
But that's something that I learned much later on. And I feel like everyone in our generation, and even probably the younger kids, maybe, I'm not sure if it's changed, but have fallen victim to this pray, am I saved, rededicate, am I saved, rededicate.
And so constant cycle.
You lose so much time in growing in your sanctification because you're too busy dealing with the fact of, am I even saved or not?
Correct. And I think to answer your question, that's one of the things that I've focused so hard on in our children's ministry at church is it's not about a prayer, and it's not about leading a kid in a prayer. And in fact, I would prefer you not approach a kid about it. Yeah. I would prefer the opposite happen. Question them, say, hey, are you saved? If not, come and talk to us. And if the Holy Spirit's really working in their life, they'll come and talk. Yeah.
Well, that's what it is. You want them to understand what they're actually doing.
100%. Yeah. You don't want them going through this cycle of prayer, repeat. Am I saved? Am I not? No, it's got to be a moment in time. The problem is we get a little bit too excited about getting a number on the board. And it's not about that number.
That's right.
Ladies and gents, ask a question. If you're worried, if you're confused, whatever, that's a great piece of advice. Ask a question. Too many people are a little bit too scared to ask questions. So ask a question in the comments section below. Please give us a question. Give these guys a question. It is one of the cutest love stories you'll ever hear. I did not expect us to be having a love story on the first episode for 2025, but hey, we got it. It was cute.
It's very cute.
And I'll take it. I'll take it every day of the week, because it just means I'm going to have to get you two back on for another show.
Surely.
I'm loving it.
Surely, right? Hey, you don't get my 10-year ago advice because apparently I did it 9 years ago. So.
Listen, go check his interview from a few years back and you can get his piece of advice then.
What was it? Do you remember?
Why would I remember?
Yeah, no, because you seem so confident when you said it, bro.
Please, ladies and gents, where can the people find you guys? Carol, where can the people find you online?
Oh, I'm very dead on social media.
Well, her social media is popping up on the screen right now. We have that.
I don't know. Where do people find me?
Before this airs, you got to make sure you change it to Carollina Hanna if you're having it.
It's Carollina _El Shamas.
Oh, not here.
Yeah.
Change it.
That's a red flag, bro. I'm just saying.
Too late.
I'm not a very active person on social media. So like I just don't really care.
I like that you think you have to defend this with a carrot.
We get it. You're crazy. You're off social media. I'm actually completely off it, so you can only find me on LinkedIn.
So create a LinkedIn account, follow Mick. Ladies and gents, you can find Have a Chat Productions on all the social medias. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode, and share it around. Share a cute little love story around. And boys, if you're stuck in the friend zone, there is hope.
Come talk to me.
Mick is the hope you need.
I'll give you a couple of verses to send them.
Thanks for talking to me, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
That was awesome.
That was good.